Oh, God, Gizmo. What happened? Why is my studio lights, what is going on here? What have I got now? Happy Halloween Part 2. The sequel is, looks like my reviews aren't done. Alright, Gizmo. Take a seat. Don't worry about the ghost behind you. Let's get the second part done, I guess. Oh, crap. Ugh. Alright. Screw it. I'm too tired. I've hardly slept. Oh. I made my way back from that hotel room. Hitchhiking's not fun in this city. What we got? Let's play another game. You have another 2 beers. If you choose one of them and it doesn't have pumpkin, you can stop. Well, that seems like an easy game. If it does have pumpkin, you have to drink the other one. Well, you know what? Throw that in the trash. And grab this piece of garbage. I really want to know who's doing this to me. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's find out if I can choose the right one that doesn't have pumpkin. Yeah. Okay, that's a tall can. That's a short can. Now it is stout season, and a lot of these barrel-aged stouts lately have been coming in shorter cans. But it could be also in a tall can. What do I choose? Screw it. I'm going with the short can. Short can usually means stout, which usually means good beer. Let's just get this off of here. And let's see what we have. Well, we got barrel aged. It's Harvest Moon. It's a barrel aged pumpkin ale. Well, it's barrel aged. Whatever. From Bourne Brewing, we have an 11% barrel aged pumpkin ale. The spiced pumpkin ale was aged in oak barrels for 8 full moons, taking on rich aromas of rum and bourbon, which complement the sweet flavors of cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla. Big, bold, and meant for savoring. Best paired with eerie nights and falling leaves. Oh, boy. Well, I don't see it having any pumpkin in it. Like, the ingredients say contains oats. The tasting notes have that, but I don't see anywhere where it says it has pumpkin. So, does it count? Does it count that this technically might not be a pumpkin ale? I don't know. But it says pumpkin, so I guess that's what we're going with. Guess that other one, ooh, there's that smell. I guess the other one I'm gonna have to drink anyways. That better be a non-pumpkin beer in there. Obviously, it's gotta be a non-pumpkin beer. I mean, if I can get through this, then I can drink that. Is that what we're going with? Well, what we got here, we got a translucent beer, 1 finger worth of head dissipating really quickly. The smell of spices are coming off of there, and it's there. Whew. The full smell. Okay, wow. Wow, a plethora of smells went through my nostrils. From like a small oak note, small rum note, and then a lot of spice. That's weird. I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not. Well, it is barrel aged, so let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Fuck. I got the flavor of 7-Up at the end, sort of like that lemon lime soda flavor. What? Okay, I'm not really getting a pumpkin off of this. So whether there's pumpkin in there or not, I don't know. But again, if you guys say there's pumpkin, it's a pumpkin ale, and there's no actual pumpkin in there, you guys really need to rethink your whole process. That's just my opinion. You guys might think differently. It just might be spices that's in there. But if you put pumpkin in there, again, put it on the can. Don't put it on the description somewhere out in fucking Internet land. Put it on the can. I'm just getting a small barrel flavored notes, but then it does turn into some sort of pop, which is weird. And then the lasting notes turn into spices, like the nutmeg, a little bit of allspice that lasts on the tongue. But an 11% beer. Oh, did I say it was 11? Did I tell you it was 11%? No, it's 11%. 11% beer is very smooth. Non-existent. Interesting. Huh. I mean, it's all right, I guess. Just, a lot of the flavors are muted. Well, it's decent, but I probably do the trick for getting me drunk tonight. That's pretty much what it is. Or, yeah. Tonight, tomorrow. What day is it? I don't even know. Yeah, it's not bad. There's a lot missing out of it. It does. It tastes like a Sprite or 7-Up in the middle of it, which is weird. I don't know where that's coming from. I really don't. And it's a little bit odd. My score for this, you know what? Not really getting a barrel-aged flavor. I'm not really getting, was it rum? Rum and bourbon. I might be getting a little bit of a tinge of the bourbon, I think. But I'm getting more of the spices. That turns into like a Sprite or 7-Up flavor. Weird. My score, 6. Not exactly what I would expect out of it. I would expect more punch from a rum, bourbon. Whether the barrels have been reused multiple times, it doesn't have a lot of flavor behind it. If it's been reused multiple times, you lose the flavor of the barrel. So that being said, if it is barrel aged, you should probably use turn 1 barrels, basically. That way you can get a full flavor of the rum and bourbon. But I probably would just stick to 1 barrel, rum or bourbon, not both. Because they kind of do cancel out each other. Carbonation's there too. Yeah, a 6 out of 10. I got some sort of flavor there. Well, this has to be a stout. This has got to be a stout or another beer of some kind. I got it. You know what? Maybe it might wash the taste out of my mouth. Let's see what we get. Oh, come on! That was evil. Earlier today, I had 2 beers, and one of them was a IPA and I didn't get to choose it. Well, I would have lost anyways on this one. Strong beer brewed with pumpkin and spices. This is the Theatre of Madness from Flying Monkeys Brewery out of Barrie, Ontario. Coming in at 6% alcohol by volume. Now playing a fresh pumpkin lager brewed with featuring pureed pumpkin. See, it says it. It says it. Featuring pureed pumpkin. Co-starring cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, and staged with a creamy dollop of lactose, adding depth to this performance. You know what? I like that. Okay, so it does say there's pumpkin puree on here. Take notes, Born. Let's see. 6%. Repent, the end is near. It was canned on August 30th, 2024. Best before August 30th, 2026. So it does last 2 years in the can. Look at that. That's actually kind of cool. Ingredients: water, malted barley, pumpkin, hops, yeast, lactose, allspice, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you have for a perfect can. You have your ingredients. If there's pumpkin in there, you have that in the ingredients. You also have it in the description saying there's pumpkin puree. You also have these spices in there, not natural flavors and artificial flavors. You have the list of spices. You have the lactose. You have everything else in there, as well as water. It's not hard to put ingredients on your beers, folks. And this, as much as a pumpkin beer, shows exactly why you do that. Because that is beautiful right there. That is poetry. Even though it's got pumpkin. Speaking of. Need a glass for it. Alright, let's get down to it. Oh, fuck. Let's do this. Let's see what this is about. I can't believe I got tricked. I can't believe it. That's just rude. Well played, but rude. All right, we have a 2 fingers worth of head because I aggressively poured it. We do have a darker looking beer compared to this one, just by a smidge. It's more of an auburn copper. This one's got like a copper color, but it looks like it's been diluted a little bit. The smell smells like gas. I wish I was kidding on this. It smells like fart. What? Okay. All right. Let's be serious here. Let's be serious here. The smell. I'm not getting much of a smell off there. I am getting sort of like I'm getting a methane sort of rotten egg smell, which is weird. It might be because the head is so thick. What's coming out of the can? An ale smell. That's all I'm getting is an ale smell. Not really getting any spices, not getting any pumpkin, not getting lactose, not getting vanilla. Just an ale. Maybe the flavor is deceiving. Let's find out. To whoever set me up for this Taphouse of Horror, fuck you. But cheers to everybody else. The fuck? Huh. Even my cat seems to be a little bit haunted by this. Wow. I really don't know what to say about that. I've had their Paranormal, and their Paranormal was one of the better beers I have ever had for a pumpkin beer. You give this description of what it is, I got nothing. I don't really taste much. The mouthfeel is a little bit thicker than this one. This one is a very light mouthfeel. This one is more of a medium bodied. I'm not really getting pumpkin off of there. Don't know whether it's been spoiled because of this or what, but I'm not getting... I am not getting much pumpkin off there. I'm not really getting an allspice flavor. I'm not really getting... I'm getting a bitterness off of there. But it's not really giving me pumpkin vibes. Not really giving me pumpkin pie vibes. Not really giving me anything pumpkin. There's a little bit of the spice in there. The lactose is thickening it up a bit. Maybe the bitterness is really off-putting. I don't know. I really don't know about this. I want it to be something good, but it's not really giving me a outstanding kind of flavor. Well, you know what? I'm not exactly thrilled with that one. I'm not I'm disappointed by it. I really am. This at least has a lot of spices in it that just kills the I just got a lot of spices plus a little bit of sweetness off there. I can taste the spices there. I can't taste the spices here. I can't really taste the pumpkin. I can't taste the pumpkin puree. I would stick to their Paranormal. That's just me. I would stick to their Paranormal. Huh. I feel I may have wronged Born Brewing here. Because after tasting this tastes like absolutely really nothing except for a bitterness. But this, the spices are there. Well, since it is Halloween, I haven't rated this yet. I gave this a 6. I'm failing this. 4. 4 out of 10 on that. I'm not happy with that. I don't get a lot of stuff. I get a little bitterness. Don't get really any spices. I get a little bit of the thickness from the lactose. But that's it. I don't get anything else from there. I'm sorry, but that's just not what I would expect. Yeah, so there's that. Wow, this has been a disappointing Taphouse of Horror. Yeah, that's just... However, even though I couldn't bring the third one here, or the first one, whichever one you want to talk about, it is a Taphouse of Horror. We have not done a Frankenbrew in a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Frankenbrew. You know what? Maybe, just maybe, we might have a decent beer out of this. We have now just poured a little bit of the, actually, you know what? I'm drinking them both tonight anyways, so. We have now just combined the two. Let's see if both of them complement each other or if it was really an epic fail. Cheers, everybody. Holy crap. That is what I would expect. Well, actually not as much. This has turned now into like an 8% beer. But it's got more flavor to it. It's got more oomph to it. It feels a little bit more like a pumpkin ale with some kick to it, which is nice. And it does have the spices. It does have the, a little bit, oh, there's that pumpkin. There's that pumpkin. It's coming through. There's a little bit of that barrel aged in there. But that doesn't matter. The pumpkin's coming through. I've got that. After I get all the spices. Well, that Frankenbrew worked. Whew, did it ever work? You know what? Frankenbrew. We're just gonna end this really quickly because I've been 21 minutes plus whatever else I was on the other one. I think it was like 10 minutes. Jesus. Plus the, yeah. This has been a long episode, but of course it is our Taphouse of Horror. Anyways, that being said, let's get back into this. You know what? That tastes a lot better. That tastes almost like an actual pumpkin beer. Between the two, it seems to work. My score for the Frankenbrew? 8. 8? Yeah, 8. 8 out of 10. That actually is a really decent Frankenbrew. It would do the job really quickly. This is what I would expect from a beer from Flying Monkeys. Born, I'm not quite sure what the fuck you're going with, but spices were there. But Flying Monkeys overall. What the hell, dude? Your Paranormal is amazing. And this is just... I waited 5 years for this to come to Calgary for this garbage. No offense, Flying Monkeys. You guys are like really good and really bad and sometimes okay when it comes to beers. Give us the Paranormal back. I'm sorry I said it. I was glad to try it. I don't ever want it again. Born, your spices were there. I wasn't getting really a barrel-aged flavor. But you know what? I think this is your first year of doing it. Just try and mix it up a little bit. You know what? Do a 2-year barrel program. Throw it in a stout. Make a stout. Throw a stout in there. Throw the spices in there. Add some pumpkin puree. Leave it to 1 barrel. You would have yourself a winner there. Just, that's my thoughts. Flying Monkeys, how are you still selling that? How are people buying that? How are people actually thinking that's a beer? Well, folks, this has been the Taphouse of Horror. What? Is it 10? 9? I can't remember. It's been on the beginning of the screen. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it for the most part. Headache's still there. Gizmo has been with me. Thank you, Gizmo, for hanging out with me. For everyone else that's come and joined, thank you for that. Till next time, I've been Dan. This has been Booze Reviews. I'm Dan Akey, the Western Canadian Reviewer. Wow, that beer is actually hitting me much more than I thought it would. This has been the Taphouse of Horror. Thank you for joining once again. I hope to do something like this again next year. Taphouse of Horror has always been one of my favorite things. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a long one, but come on, it's a special. What do you expect? Miracles? Till next time, cheers. Stay frosty. We'll see you real soon. Thanks again for joining. Have yourselves a wonderful and safe evening. Watch out for the ghouls and ghosts and the mini ghouls and ghosts out there. Be wary of them and give them lots of chocolates to take home to their parents so that they bounce off the walls because they're not your kids. Cheers.